A jack of all trades is a master of none. I used to think that was the full phrase until recently. Turns out there's a lot more to it. It actually goes, a jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. This phrase has been living in my head all week, so I wanted to share it with you. I thought the best way to implement that would be to just grab my pencil and paper and start drawing. If you're new here, my name is Zoe. I'm a musician and artist with progressive hearing loss. I have promised myself for the next year to post here each week and only ask myself one question. What could go right if I just tried? So, back to this quote, and why should you even care? If you are struggling to find your purpose and passions in life, which I think can change and should change over time, I think this quote could become your compass, a bit of a North Star for you. Instead of worrying over what to do, just do something. This gives you permission to just do something. Don't think, just do. This has been a big struggle for me lately. If you don't know what to do, just start any little thing you can. Be a jack of all trades for a moment. Assume position. So, in that spirit, I grabbed some paper and a pencil, turned on my camera, and filmed me drawing. Filmed me making some art. I have no idea what it's going to end up like, but I have to start somewhere. This drawing is part of a specific course I'm doing with Stephen Bauman on Patreon. I'll link it below. The whole goal is to draw a block-in. This is the second block-in I've done. This particular one really involves knowing the anatomy of facial structures, things that I somewhat know and somewhat don't know. So it was a learning experience for sure and a bit daunting to share online. But that's the whole point of this, is to do things that scare you. I keep telling myself I'm going to draw something. I keep telling myself I want to get great at portrait art. The more I tell myself and don't end up doing it, the more I don't trust myself. And this little inner conscience is just like, yeah, is she really gonna do it? So today, we're doing it. Is this the right thing to post? Should I share this? I have no idea, and at this moment, I do not care. That's not the point of this. What really matters is just getting something done. Pursuing a passion project, a hobby, or just a creative outlet is going to bring you some sort of knowledge. It's going to pay back in some way, even if you don't think it does in the moment. I've already learned a lot about how to set up my camera, how to light myself appropriately. By the end of this, I might sit down with my notebook and write a song idea. The phrase jack of all trades, master of none seems to have garnered a negative connotation for most of us. However, back in the 1500s, this phrase was seen as quite a positive. It meant that you were dependable, reliable. The dawn of the Industrial Revolution kind of changed things and our view of old Jack. No more was Jack, this darling boy. Instead, it was better to be specialized in very specific work. That's at least what my research has told me. If you are a historian, please comment and let us know what's really going on. Fast forward to the modern era, and I think that the phrase jack of all trades is finding a more positive light again. These days, you don't have to specialize in one specific thing in order to find success in your life. Probably a good thing to land somewhere in the middle. As Jordan Peterson would say, you need to find a balance between order and chaos in your life. You could easily learn so much about one thing you become myopic in your view of the world. The same goes for knowing too little about a plethora of things. What good is that? Maybe it's good to have a mastery over a few specific skills and things, but the ability to then wield that creative power that you have over a plethora of ideas and skills is what will make you unstoppable. I'm not one to talk. I'm over here starting over on a lot of my life and career. I lean more towards a jack of all trades, but right now I'm trying to figure out how to wield that creative spark I have and where it's going to take me. All I know is I'm going to keep this phrase in my back pocket for a rainy day when I need to be reminded that the pursuit of knowledge, the pursuit of your creativity is worth something. Because a jack of all trades is a master of none, but oftentimes better than a master of one. I'll see you guys in the next video.